All right. So this is what I want you to do. I'm just gonna circle the area. You're gonna tell me what it is that you see in that zone. So right in here.
Uh, tweezer top.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Tweezer top right there. Now let's zoom in a
Zoom
little
in.
bit. Is that tweezer top?
Oh, no, that's a bearish engulfing.
Yeah. So yeah, we got this bearish engulfing candle at this level here, this zone. So we see that this bearish engulfing meant some business here. It pushed it into three zones. And
Mm-hmm.
then beyond that,
Ooh.
so let's take a look at it with the cloud real quick because I want y'all to get comfortable with zones in the cloud. So let's go ahead and throw that on. Boom. All right, so let's go back in time. Let's see if we could figure this out. Let's see if we could get in on this trade here. Why is this in the way? Okay, here we go. Let's go right here. Let's see what the cloud showed us. So based off this cloud, we what's going on here, Bert?
Everything's flat. So it's everything flat. The Keegan, the Tinkerson, the cloud, A and B flat. It's about the reverse.
Right. So whenever you yeah, exactly. So whenever we see everything's flat, we have a good chance of reversing here. And if you got in a trade down here, you better take your profits right here or start looking to take, some profits off the table from this point to this point. So let's look at the RCI. We see RCI is everything is bullish here.
Yeah. So it's about the reverse. That shows about the reverse too, because everything at the top.
And then we got price action with this bearish engulfing.
Right.
So let's take a look at the 4 hour real quick. And then you see here it's starting to go down here, and then you see bearish volume just kicked in right there, and everything's flat. So yeah, this is actually a good spot. So how I would take this once you get that key June break, I would take that. So let's go back to that that daily chart. Let's play this market slowly just to see what's going on. So yeah, you even printed another bearish engulfing candle right here too. So watch the cloud though. Y'all see how the cloud starts rolling over like this?
Yeah.
Whenever you see the cloud start to roll over like that, start to look for a trade opportunity, especially a short. And then you got a bearish TK cross forming right here as well.
Mm.
So let's slowly play this out. You could have taken profit here because we had a tweezer bottom. Y'all see that? Because usually this is a sign that a bulls may enter. Not saying that they will. It's suggesting that the bulls may enter here. But that's why you got to be patient. Let's see what the market shows us. See, you see how the bulls did enter a little bit, came back to this zone, went from here to here. But you see now we have a bearish cloud starting to form here. But look, we're still in this zone. Now, Bert, coming back to you again. Actually, no, Bert, pick somebody.
Ooh. Who ain't been picky? Mm. What's the name? Ruan.
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 All right, Ruan.
Yeah.
All right, Ruan.
Yeah.
Hey, he hasn't said a word all class.
I know he dodged that bullet. He look. He
he
playing dodgeball over there.
Just watching.
he was like, "Ooh, I'm dodging all of them today."
Yeah.
All right, Ruans. Just based off what you learned so far. So we are in this zone here. So let me take off the cloud. We are in this zone here. I'm just gonna circle this. What is this formation right in here?
Would be the dark cloud cover.
Yes, sir. The dark cloud cover. So now that we see that, let's go ahead and look back at the cloud now. So two things to note here. All right. We have a flat key June, which means market could still potentially pull up to it. But we also have a Kumo of dark cloud, right here starting to form, a bearish cloud starting to form here. All right. But we do have price action here. And we see that price action and the RCI is also showing us we're coming down. So Ruan, would you take a short position here, or like sell it from here, or would you buy?
Be short.
All right. Do y'all agree with Ruan?
Yes.
Okay, we got one yes. I know there's 4 of y'all on here. I bet it-
You want to take a short right there at that particular moment,
yeah, like well, not at that particular moment. I'm saying like right.
but it would be shorting is what you're saying. Like
Yes, correct.
yeah,
Like I was probably short like right here. And then
yeah.
stop loss be like somewhere here. Maybe
Or-
here or here. I will probably go there.
Yeah, yeah, I could. Yeah, I'll take a short. I mean, I'm still. Well, I'm not. I shouldn't say it because it hasn't happened yet, but I'm technically already below the majority of the cloud. But I know I'm still inside the noise area, the do not trade zone, right? But yeah, I would. I mean, shoot, I would have saw way up top earlier when you spotted that.
Oh yeah, way up here. Yeah.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I would have jumped in on that. I did not think of that as a bearish engulfing. I was looking at. I was like, when he had mentioned tweezer top, I was like, oh, okay, I'm starting to get it. And then you said no, it's not a tweezer top. I was like, oh man. And then I was thinking like a railroad. So I was like, well, maybe it's a railroad. Anyway, whatever. It don't matter. Yes, I was short. I would agree with Ruan about the short.
I bet. So good answer there. Okay, so Ruan, everybody agrees with you. I didn't hear one person. I didn't hear Jay. Jay, you agree with Ruan?
Oh crap, I'm muted. Yeah, I say short. My bad. I forgot to unmute myself.
All right, bet. So everybody agrees with Ruan. All right, Ruan, we're rooting for you. Let's see. So it did go up. It hasn't triggered you in yet, but it triggered you in right here. And then look, it did come up a little bit. It never hit your stop loss because we put it underneath here. So it triggered you on this candle. So Ruan, you can now start trading, my friend. And let's see how well this trade. Ooh, that went.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Yes.
That would have been a fantastic entry too.
Oh man, that's beautiful. Hey, bro, I'm asking you for your opinions about any trade now.
So if Ruan, had you taken that trade, that's 185% move on that trade. So yeah, you ate pretty good on that. If had you day traded that move right there. So in 180, dang, that's a lot. Hold on, how many days was that? That could have actually been, depending on your risk management, that could have been your whole. That could have been 2 months of payment right there. Depends on your risk though. But let's see, that literally took 5 days to make that much money. Dang.
Dude, that's amazing.
Ruan, you're gonna be on my channel. You're gonna do analysis for me.
Man, not yet.
Not yet. I bet. So here, now that we're here, let's take a look at the chart. So I'm gonna ask everybody, or actually, I'm gonna ask y'all collectively. Y'all say yes or no, and y'all give me y'all's reason why. Let me see. Discard, are you going to pull your profits here or keep the trade running?
I mean, I'm gonna bring my stop loss right where your cursor is at. Stop loss and profit.
All right.
So I basically secure all of that. Yeah, I'm bringing my stop loss right. Yep, I'm bringing it right there. So if it wasn't kick me out, so be it. But at least I walk away with something.
Right.
So if that, because up there was my entry from where we said that we entered. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm bringing my stop loss way there. Maybe a little bit of breathing room, but I'm good right there.
Okay. All right. So are you gonna hold it, or are you gonna,
Yeah, I'm securing it, and whatever happens. If it wants to kick me out, it'll kick me out. But I'm gonna hold my stop loss and profit right there.
All right, bet. Ruan, what you gonna do here? You gonna take your money, or you gonna keep it holding?
Might take half of it, let a bit go.
All right.
Two engulfing, bullish, bearish engulfers.
All right.
And then stop loss as well up there for the next one.
Okay, I could get with that. Bert, what are you doing here? You taking all your money or are you letting it run?
I don't even know why you asking that crazy ass question. You know I'm a game.
You
Dang.
already know Bert letting it run.
No, I'm a gambler. If I ain't nothing else. But now I'm gonna have to be a little bit wiser with my trading. You know, after that conversation we had.
Yeah, oh my God, you got me crying over here laughing, man. I got tears laughing. You said, why did you ask me that? Oh my God.
Yeah.
So
So
guard with that one. I said, whoa. Oh man. Okay,
nah,
I know not to mess with Bert's money. Oh man.
nah, I wouldn't put it at that week where Jakar put his. I put it at the next week just to give it a little more room because yeah, right there. Just to let it breathe a little bit more because it will eventually reverse. But like I said, right now, I want to see what it's gonna do. I want to give it about 3 or 4 more candles before I move it down.
All right. I feel you. All right, Jay, what we doing? You holding or you taking your profit?
Jay's gonna look at the RCI real quick too.
Oh, okay. He said I want to look at that RCI real quick. What we doing?
Jay is gonna add another position.
Uh,
All right, where you gonna add another position at? Let's see let's add it. Let's see what happens. All right, where you gonna put this another position at?
Yeah, you can put it right in there.
Man, this you bold. Okay, you right there. All right, what's your reasoning?
My
We need some reasoning here.
Kijun isn't 100% flat just yet. Long term
Yeah.
trend, it went under zero.
Uh-huh.
Um, Midterm is still below 100 or yeah, barely, but it's still below the 100 below zero as well.
Right.
It's possible,
oh,
you can continue to go down a little bit more as of right now. And
you
Okay.
got one of the most important things.
He sure did, but I want
I'm
to see how
not
it's gonna play out.
done. I'm not done.
All right, you're not done. All right.
Uh,
I think you see the same thing, Bert.
Yeah.
I go ahead, Jay.
uh, um, what am I saying? Oh yeah, Chico is still pretty far away from price right now as well.
Okay. You done? I just want to play this and see how this plays out. Because
Yeah,
you're the only one that said you go add another position. I said okay. So I want to see how it's gonna play out now.
me too. And also for that second position, put the stop loss right there at Tinkerton.
Man. All right, so he all right, Jay. Right there. All right, right there. That's where you want your stop loss. So everybody else, they're gonna close out in profit if it hits out here. Now, you're gonna lose some if it is good, if it backfires.
Yeah, I
And
know. My first trade, I'm still gonna make something out of it. I'm not.
that's for sure. You will make something. You will just make sure it ain't half of what you made.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I'm not gonna add a bigger position. This is a demo account anyway. Go ahead.
All right, all right, we're gonna play this. Let's see what happens.
Nobody called this a demo account.
Ooh. Oh,
Dang.
okay.
That's the
Ain't hit
first
your stop loss yet.
Yes, it did.
Hit my stop
Oh,
loss.
bam, hit your stop loss, Jay.
See, I brought my stop loss a little bit closer, but that's fine. Go ahead.
All right, let me tell you why, Jay, you should have put that trade there. And I think Bert, you want to explain it or you want me to explain it?
Why what?
Why he should have put that trade here.
Why he shouldn't have put it there?
Yeah, because there is one candle that said don't buy here.
The long as hammer.
Exactly. This candle said don't buy here. This candle
Yeah.
would have this one right here. Right here.
Would you say it was a hammer?
Yeah.
Okay. I was well, a pin bar. Well, yeah, that's all right. Never mind. Yep, I agree. Yep, I agree.
Yeah, so this right here, Jay. So when you see this should start saying buy.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
realistically, you should have started looking for the buy opportunity and put that right there. This is why it's important to understand how to read candles, because you could miss one detail of the trade, it'll mess up the whole move. One miss could mess up everything. This is
And
why
look,
day trading is hard, because you got to pay attention to all these candles sometimes.
then it printed an inverted hammer next to it.
So did right there.
Mhm.
Dang, yeah, that's so
Good
Jay,
catch right there. That was
have we
good.
learned something today?
Oh yeah. Well, everybody just learned something right there.
And then let's rewind back to where you said, I believe you said you was gonna enter in right here. It was right here, right? Where you said you enter?
Hold on.
Yeah, okay. So let's look at the
Oh yeah,
so,
yeah.
so when this happens, let's play one more candle. I think it was here. Yeah, so yeah, it was that candle. So let's go back one more because this was the candle you said you were short here and add another position. Let's see why this went wrong for different reasons. All right. First of all, here we have that hammer here, so that's already telling you get out of there.
Yeah.
Kijun's flat, Tinkinson's flat, everything's flat right here. So this is saying that the market may pull up back to Kijunson. I always tell you guys, whenever you see this blue line starting to go flat, or especially when these are flat, that sequence span A and B on the Kumo are flat, that means start looking for a potential buy or a potential reversal. Doesn't necessarily do so. It just means start looking for it. So we already see that right here. This candle's telling us to buy. So immediately what you should have done here is go down to that 4-hour chart. Now, what do you see here on the 4-hour? Anybody?
I see that the hammer that was it Bert or BJ? I'm sorry.
Bert, it's Bert.
It's Bert.
Either or, I'm good.
I see that hammer that he's. I mean, heck, I see both of them, man. And a spinning top on top of that, which is pretty. I would have did that move. I've had moments like that where I'm hot on a trade and I'm good, and I just want to get crazy and just add another position. Like I'm glad you actually did mark this up the way that you did, and you asked us those questions, because I've done those moves before. Now I know, don't be greedy. If you made money, secure profit and just look for another fresh entry. Like that right there is beautiful. I mean, I understand the reason and why you would want to like double up and ante up on that trade, because you're like, oh man, this one's crashing. But I think that's probably what the market wants you to do every single time. It wants you to, get into that casino mentality, but we've all done it. I mean, me personally, I've done that. So,
I've done it plenty of times. That's why I'm bringing it up.
yeah. I'm trying to purge that part of me out. But this is beautiful, though. I see it. I mean, I see it clear as day. That was a great catch, though.
Great catch. Let me see here. And we
pushed up, right?
Oh yeah, it did push up. But let me show you what to look out for, because we said when you see price action, you should go down one time frame to see what's going on there. We are in a potential TK zone for one, but notice what the cloud is doing. It's starting to roll. So you might see it start to do this here, and then look, this will stay flat until we get something like this cross. You see that? So let's go ahead and play it. Let's see what happens with the cloud. So pay attention to what the cloud does. I'm not saying it's going to necessarily move like that, but you'll see it start to roll over. All right, so let's go ahead and play. Watch the cloud, y'all. Okay, so it went down lower. But you see how this is starting to move up? It's starting to roll over. And then boom, you got that cross right there. y'all can see it.
Wow.
So we go back to that daily chart. Let's see. And you see it starting to make its way back to the Kijun. And you see that the daily chart is rolling over. So let's go ahead and play this a little faster. Watch that cloud, how it moves, how it responds. Y'all see how the cloud responds as price is moving up, and this relatively stays flat while this is curving.
Mhm.
So whenever you get that, you start to get when they get closer, you start to get that twist in here. All right. Just based off that one candle, if you had entered in right here, normally when you see that candle, your stop loss will be way down here, but I don't like that. That's too far for me. And you could put it halfway through, but you would have got wicked out right here anyway, and then they took off on you. So you could look for multiple entries. So right here would have been a good entry right there. Stop loss here, and then it took off, and you would have been in profit all the way through. It's just knowing where to enter, where you want to enter at. You're never going to make the perfect move, but you don't want to make a move that's bad. We knew that this market was going to go up based off that one candle. We just didn't know if we were going to get spiked out or not. That's the danger of trade. This is why it's a lot of people trade without a stop loss for that reason, but it's also a reason to play with a stop loss as well, because you never know what's going to happen. It could go all the way down after that point, or it could go all the way up. You just
Good
don't know.
question.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's I've been playing with the stop loss and trying to figure out what's a good stop loss for XRP.
Man, no. There's no such thing as a good stop loss for XRP. That thing, okay. I'm gonna tell you, I took a bad trade the other day.
Yeah.
It was actually a good trade. I'm gonna tell you where it was at. It was actually a really good trade, but I woke up too late.
Yeah.
Way too late. I was mad at what happened. So it was like right in here. Actually, no, it's on the hour chart. All right. So I had this trade perfectly. So I got in right in here. All right. Can y'all see why I got in here? Why I chose to get in here?
Got in there for a buy?
No, for a sell.
Oh.
Oh, can we tell why you got in it? Right?
Yeah.
Which candle did you get in on?
Right here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
it
see
was very engulfing. Yeah.
And it engulfed the previous two candles.
Yeah, exactly. So I got in on this candle for a short. So I put my short right in when that closed. So and I put my stop loss. Actually, I didn't even have a stop loss because I'm like, it's gonna go.
So
So
that's why.
I put it in here. So my stop loss should have been right here somewhere in here.
Mhm.
So it did go in my favor, right? So I go to sleep, I'm in pretty good profit, and then I wake up in the morning because this was a late trade. So in the morning, it's like right here,
Good.
right? So I thought I was coming up to test and then come back down like this, right? Boy, I went back to sleep again. That thing was
Good luck. Oh,
and I said, what happened? And then, I said, it's gonna reverse right there. Nope, my dumb tail held that trade longer. It went all the way up. I said, wow, I should have just taken out right there. So this is why you should trade with the stop loss. It's just, and Bert, that's why I said for XRP, a stop loss is a joke.
Yeah, I agree.
Life. So it was a good trade. It was just I didn't take profit when I should have down here. It also made a tweeter bottom. Actually, hold on. What is that? No, this is actually a piercing line. It pierced 50% of it, and then went up. And then you got this bullish and yeah, I should have taken profit. But you live and learn. I'm still learning too. But like I say, if you miss one detail of your trade, you could miss the whole move. Mess up the whole trade because of one thing happened. And you're just like, so are we understanding, fellas?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. All right, so I'm gonna go over one more chart. XRP joking. I'm gonna go over one more chart, and we're gonna end this. Let's see. What was that one we were just on? Was it Neo?
Yeah.
Yeah, Neo. Where you at, Neo? Here it is. I bet. So now let's come back here. Let's see. All right, let's go with the 4-hour chart. Okay, here we go. So let's see. Ruan, pick somebody. Ruan, you there?
Yeah, sorry, I was just on mute.
Oh, you're
I
good.
think pretty much everyone's gone. But go with Jay again.
All right, Jay, you're back to the forefront. All right,
Oh,
let's see, Jay. Let's see. Where do I want to put Jay at? Let's take this off real quick. You know what, Jay? We're gonna put you on the daily chart. Yeah, here we go. Let's reverse here. Let's do this. All right. So Jay, you already know what's gonna happen just because we rewound it, but we want to see why here because we already have our zones marked up here, right?
mhm.
But I just want you to identify everything that you see with the chart
Mhm.
from Ichimoku to the zones to the price of the candles. Because if you could do this routinely, if you could notice what the cloud is doing, so what I'll do, I'll take the cloud. Actually, I'll leave the cloud on first,
Mhm.
and then I want you to explain the cloud first. So take this off. Explain what's going on with the cloud first. After you explain the cloud, then I'll put back the zones, and then I want you to explain from there. All right. So looking at the clouds, what's the clouds telling you here?
Right now, the bullish cloud is it looks to be growing.
Did you say bullish?
No, my bad, the bearish cloud.
Okay, I was like, wait a minute.
Did I say? I think I said bluish. I think that's what
Oh,
I did.
bluish. Okay, that's probably why I got confused with what
Yeah,
you said.
I was thinking right there. I was doing something else, talking at the same time. All right. The blue cloud, which is
Yeah.
bearish, seems to be getting thicker.
Yep.
Um, um, as of right now, what is that? The Kumo Ace looks to be flat. B is still angled down a little.
No, you got to reverse.
Oh, okay. What's it? A is flat. Oh,
A.
B is flat and A is angled down a little. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
That's right. They do reverse when it's a bearish cloud. All right. And that's it. You said explain the cloud real quick, and then what's next?
Oop.
Okay. Tinkerson and Kijun. All right. The Kijun is flat.
Right.
Tinkin is still angled down.
Right. Okay. So, based on what you gathered with the cloud, what is your move going to be? Just based off the cloud, what are you potentially looking for?
Right now we're in selling we're in the selling territory.
Well, yeah, we are in selling territory, but you're missing something. You want a
Mhm.
lifeline?
Sure thing.
Okay. I'm gonna circle it. All
All
right.
right.
But who pick somebody and maybe they might know it, maybe they might not. This is the $1,000,000 question.
Oh,
You could pick anybody.
well, I'm gonna go to Big Bro because I know he gonna get it. BOBJ Burt.
What are we looking for?
All right, this where I circled at. What is
Uh,
this?
um, it's a what's it called? You talking about a bearish
Oh no
TK
no
bro?
no. Just
Oh,
the Kijun and the Tinkerson. What is that?
Oh, the
it's
name.
going down.
But what do they call that formation?
Oh, the C
Oh,
formation.
C
Yeah,
clamp.
there you go. That's the C clamp. What does a C clamp tell you to do? Or what does it usually say to do?
The, um, start looking for buying opportunities?
Yeah, it means look. It's
Or
suggesting
my bad.
it's suggesting that the market may reverse.
Yeah.
So you should look for a potential reversal here when you see those. All right. So this is how quick you should analyze a chart. You look at span A, span B,
Mhm.
Kijun, Tinkinson. Those four things first. Once
Mhm.
you identify what's going on with them, you're pretty much done. That should take you no less than 2 seconds.
Mhm.
Instantly, when you see this chart, you should say, oh man, this may be a potential buy. Despite being underneath the cloud, this may be a potential move back to the upside. A C clamp means we might come back to the Kijun.
Mhm.
All right. So that's the first thing. Now, second phase, let's take the cloud off. Let's put the zones back on. All right. So if we're just trading bare naked, what's this telling you right here?
Here's a line.
Right. Which means,
Buying opportunity.
right. So we might buy here. So good.
Mhm.
So, we could do one or two things. We could just purely trade this time frame as is. We
Mhm.
could, or we could go to the 4 hour time frame to confirm. What do you want to do?
Let's confirm.
All right, let's go down to the 4 hour with the Kumo. All right. So here, what is the cloud telling us here?
Ku- Um, Kumo. Oh, okay. B is angling down now. A is starting to go flat, so it looked like the cloud could be eventually twisting here soon.
All right, I like that answer. So yes, correct. That's what you see here. Now here's a funny thing because you see that price broke the Tinkinson, right?
Yep.
So we are considered, we're not really in bear territory. We broke the Tinkinson. If the
Mhm.
market is in a strong selling market, it's going to be underneath the
Yep.
Tinkinson, as you see here. Underneath. It did break a little bit here, came underneath here, but look, found some resistance
Mhm.
because it was this zone here, came down right here, and then it also made let's see, a tweezer top right there, or a hanging man right there, depending on how you look at it, and then the market came down. So now we broke it again. So to really confirm that this is going to be a bull market, price needs to do what here?
Get above Kijun.
Yes, sir. So let's wait till it gets above Kijun. Let's see. Oh, well, there we go. That didn't take no time at all.
Is that walking
So,
dragon?
huh?
Is that the what you call it? Walk the dragon right there.
Well, the walking the dragon would have been on the daily time frame.
Okay. Okay.
So on the 4 hour chart, this would have been your entry right here.
Mhm.
Now you could have entered here, could have, because you never know, this candle could come back down. But we see that the momentum's in our favor. Now let's take a look at RCI as well. All of them were down here at one point. You see, now they're coming up together. So let's go back to that daily, and you see that the Tinkinson is still flat. Kijun is still flat. So we might get a walk in the dragon right here. So let's play it. It played us. So it is moving up slowly. So yeah, it is moving up slowly. And you see that the market, I mean, getting closer real quick. We're now in a TK zone right there. Not only that, the market is back into equilibrium. And the Kijun is now, close to Tinkinson. You never know when you're gonna get walking the dragon. Walking the dragon is it just goes straight up, and the Kijun will still be flat. Uh, that's the thing. You never know what you're gonna get here with this market. So, and then also right here, you had that dark cloud cover right here, but then it ended up becoming a what piercing line right there. Then the market continued up. So this is why patience is needed in this market. You never know when the market's going to do its thing. Another thing, you don't usually want to get into a trade until it's like until candles get somewhat closer to the cloud. You don't want to take a trade out here unless you get it at the very bottom. But if you're going to take a trade, you don't want to take it in over this way unless it's down here.
Yeah.
As the closer it gets to the cloud, that's when you want to start looking for a trade. So right here, you could have started looking for a trade. Like this was a bullish engulfing. You see the market went up from there.
Bullish engulfing.
So
Yeah, in that 4 hour, you had two consecutive um, bearish bullish engulfing candles.
you saw on the 4 hour.
Yeah, when you were in that zone, I was just like, dang, dude, that was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like it dropped like before your yeah, there they go, yeah, before, I mean, it dropped all three levels of your zones, which is insane.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, so somewhere in the past that it found a historical level of support, and it said, we going up from here after it broke that third level, that third supply and demand level, which is incredible.
Right. And let's look at the cloud too, because remember we said our entry was off this candle here, but you
Mhm.
see it came back here, but it never broke underneath it.
No.
This was solid. But let's go back and see why we could have potentially waited here. All right. So you see that the Chiku span is stuck in here, right? Let me actually take the zone off real quick so it won't be as disgusting looking to look at. But you see Chiku span is stuck in here, telling you don't take the trade, don't take the trade.
Right.
Because Tuesday's lesson we learned that when we had the Chiku span, what was this right here, Jay?
Spinning top.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Just the Chiku span. Chiku span breaking through the price. What was this?
Selling opportunity.
Wait, say again.
It's a selling opportunity since it broke below the price.
Yes, sir. And then right here, look what happened. It went right above. So that should be a buying opportunity.
Mm.
And then look, it happened again, selling opportunity. Happened again, buying opportunity right there. So if we go back to where that price start moving, since it's 26 periods ahead, about right here. Yeah, right in here is where it's at. So you see how price responded. No, actually, no, I'm tripping. That's actually right on here. Came up to this level. See that? Came back down. Then came back down to here. So you should have really started buying here. And now if we put our zone back on, let's take the cloud off real quick. This is where you would have really started wanting to buy here.
It's amazing.
So yeah, this is why you mix the Chiku span. Chiku span is the Chiku span alone could get you some good trades, real good trades. So that's why if you have to have patience here. Let me clean this up because it's so dirty. And when it looks dirty like this means don't take a trade at all because this looks sloppy.
Yeah.
This looks like no, don't touch this. But now since we have zones marked up, we know where we could start looking for a trade right here. Flat Kumo there, formed a tweezer bottom, boom, moved up, came back down to test, boom, went up again. As long as we stayed inside this zone and didn't break underneath this zone, we're good for a buy right there. So if we looked at this on the daily chart, this is where you would have entered in, pretty much right there. Pretty much almost wick entry, and then boom, look at the market did. So had you entered there, at least that's a 19% move right there. You know that the cloud is going to be a resistance, so you could start taking your profit here if you wanted to. If you weren't confident that it was going to get through this cloud, I would have definitely taken profit there. So let's play this whole thing. Let's see what happens. And you got to realize this is the daily chart too. So the move is going to take a lot longer. So had you taken it up here, that was 42% gain from that entry. All right. So I'm just helping y'all identify zones and use the zones to master getting in and watching the candles tell you when to enter as well. But make sure the biggest thing you watch is this Chiku span if you're going to do that. All right. Especially if it's cluttered up like this on the lower time frames. This would have been a nightmare to trade on the lower time frames. All right. So that being said, I hope that makes sense to y'all. And now we're at the current market, so we're back in this zone again. We could go for a potential buy here, but we had to confirm that on the smaller time frame. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson. I'm gonna end it here. Uh, I think this was straight up and very informative for you guys, and I think it's gonna help you guys understand the market a lot better.